Greetings, people of YouTube. This is Allovor of the AlloClaw Productions, and today we are taking a look at what almost was a failure of taming an Allosaurus. Because I've just read the updates, they have added the Allosaurus as well as some other things like a Pelagornis, which is supposed to be a giant seagull or pelican, and some new fishing mechanics. Now you must keep in mind, this was my first time ever taming an Allosaurus, or should I say, Allosaurus pack. I have also done my research after I did this video, so now I know how to better tame an Allosaurus, let alone a pack of them. Without further ado, enjoy. Today was an excellent day to tame an Allosaurus. As much as I knew about the Allosaurus, I didn't know what it would possess in Ark Survival Evolved. I was going to use an Ascendant crossbow as well as 121 trank arrows. I now know that in order to tame an Allosaurus, you need Diplodocus kibble, but I didn't know that at the time, so I made as much kibble as I could using the kibble vending machine. That way I could find out what kibble it would like better, because at the time I didn't know what kibble it liked. Now was the time to go out searching for an Allosaurus. It didn't take too long, but I found an Allosaurus pack right by my base. I had the highest level set to 510 for wild dinosaurs, and this is one of the higher leveled Allosaurs. It also seems that you cannot pick them up with a Quetzal, which makes this task a lot harder. I had to switch to my next tactic, use my Argy and lure them into the cage I had built to tame them. Getting them to follow me was no easy task, as they easily got distracted. That was one down. That was two down. I decided to go around for a bit more to see if there were any more around. To my surprise, there is more. The highest level one was the pack leader. I wanted to lead him into the cage with the others. I managed to get him in with the other Allosaurs. And as soon as I tried to close the door from behind them, one of them had escaped. It was back to square one on getting them back into the cage. One of the high-level ones ran away and got itself stuck in between some rocks. This was an opportunity to tame it while it was still stuck. I tried to grapple hook my way up to get better shots, but the side of the cliff got in the way. So I had to go on top of the rock instead. It finally went down. Some of the others had gotten out of their cage, but I had to find a way to get them back inside. I had to go back and take a look at the Allosaurus that was knocked out. The torpor doesn't seem to be going down too quickly. As you can see, getting the others back inside was a pain in the butt. I had to switch up my tactics a little bit and shoot it while it was outside biting the cage. After I shot it a few times, it looked like it was running away, but I got it to follow me and lured it back into the cage. It finally went down. I was a little worried there as it was really bloody, meaning that it was close to death. Now the other Allosaurus that was already in the cage was a really low level. I didn't exactly want it to be in the pack, so I killed it off instead. I went to check on the one that was already knocked out in the first place. It didn't seem like the torpor went down at all really. And I finally tamed it. I decided to name it Allova, as it was female. I went to check on the other Allosaurus, but it already had tamed up. I was so excited that I had tamed Allosaurus. And I decided to name this one because it was a male, AlloClaw, as it was the mascot of my channel. And they have pretty good stats too. I heard that stamina regen on these guys isn't great, but that doesn't really matter to me, as their stamina takes a very long time to go down anyway. So I took them back to home base to check them out. The female was the highest level. However, I had come across an issue as I had these guys tamed. They were both pack leaders when I found them, but it seems that separating them from the pack made them lose their alpha status, which meant that I couldn't use the new mechanic that these guys had. I couldn't use the roar or the second attack. It was a little disappointing, but it didn't really matter to me in the end, as I had AlloClaw tamed up and ready to train. And yes, I had the female, which is the highest level and has better stats, but I wanted to focus more on AlloClaw and get him trained up. Now came the time to test him out against the wildlife. It seems that the Allosaurus can do pretty well on its own, even better in packs. But I didn't really have much of a pack, just the 2 Allosaurs that I tamed up. As there was the beautiful sunrise, I enjoyed it with AlloClaw, my Allosaurus. It was time to test him a little bit further against the Spinosaurus. I saw another Allosaurus pack. I didn't know if I wanted to risk taking them all with my 1 Allosaurus. AlloClaw's health was going down a little fast, but he was able to take them on anyway. I spotted yet another Allosaurus pack. This time it's something AlloClaw cannot handle on his own. I wasn't going to risk AlloClaw's life for it, so I decided to stay away and just watch. The next test was to see if he could take on even megalodons. I wasn't so sure if he could take on high-level megalodons, but he could sure take this one down. The next test was swimming. He isn't that bad of a swimmer. That Diplodocus was a high level, so I decided to take it on with AlloClaw. It took a while to take the Diplodocus down, but that was because AlloClaw's melee damage was only above 600%. Nevertheless, I enjoyed taming the Allosaurus. It was tough, but it was worth it. Allosaurus is my most favorite dinosaur of all time. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, slash the like button, and consider subscribing if you are new. If there was anything I got wrong about the Allosaurus during this video, especially with the new mechanic, please let me know in the comments. And I will see you later!